Hello, everyone. Hello to the students of RGUKT. Let me just go ahead and stop the music so that you all could hear me right now. Okay, I'm sure you all could hear me right now. Crystal clear. My name is Chetan. I'm from Omniflex, and welcome to the students of RGUKT Triple IT Basra. Today, you know, it's a day where we would like to we would like to let you know all about the Cosmos India, what is happening with Cosmos India, the Hackmos, very importantly the Hackmos which is coming, and we would also have a brief chat with Murthy Witvit, the co-founder of Witvit, and he's the one who's building Arca protocol. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and invite none other than Murthy onto the stage. Okay, let me add up Murthy onto the stage. Hi, Murthy, how are you doing today?
Hi Chetan, I'm super good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, Murthy, welcome to this little talk where we would like you to speak about Cosmos, where we would like you to speak about Bitwait and what you're doing within the Cosmos and the Arca protocol. So, I'll not waste much of your time. I'd leave you and the students all alone so that you guys could go ahead and tell us what is the Hackmos all about and what is Cosmos India all about. Stage is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chetan. Thank you so much. So let me present slide. Okay, from your computer. Just a minute. Oh,
So what I thought till the time Murthy gets the slide and Murthy shows you what Hackmos is, what Cosmos India is. We have got a small video. I'll go ahead and show that video to you, talking
yeah,
about
that would be helpful.
talking about what this Hackmos would be and how much cash prize is up for grabs. So let's check out the video. So with this, I will leave Murthy and you guys together. Have fun. I'll join you guys again back in some time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Chetan, can you show this presentation as well? Yeah. Okay. So hi folks. This is Murthy, co-founder at Witbit. So I'm sorry, we were a bit late. It is because of a glitch in streaming. Yeah, welcome you all rockstars from RGUKT. I call rockstars because you guys are so special. You're so much interested in Web3 and understanding blockchain, also interested in hackathons and exposure to outside. So who else I can call rockstars? So I congratulate all of the people who are here because you are going to have a very good opportunities here. Also, I welcome you all, guys. Yeah, let's dive into the Cosmos. Okay. Yeah. So what are we going to do today? Maybe I'll try to summarize in couple of points. So we'll try to understand what is Web3, what is blockchain, and what is Cosmos, what is Cosmoverse, what is hackathon, and definitely you might know a bit about Bitwait, and also you need to you might know a little bit of Cosmos India Hyderabad. Will go what exactly we are trying to do, And the most important thing, what is in it for you, in terms of jobs or startup opportunities. So that's all we are going to discuss today. Yeah, let's jump in. Okay, so what is blockchain, right? So you guys, might already hear about blockchain, and I know, our college is very very passionate about AI, and these days everyone get to know about blockchain as well. In simple terms, I would like to explain what is blockchain, right? So whenever you build a simple application, you will have your own backend system. That means a server and DB, and a mobile app or a web app wherein a user will enter some data, and that data will be posted to API server. That API server will store that in DB. So this is how general application works. So here your DB and your server are centralized, and also they stored in one server, so we call it centralized in fashion. The blockchain, what blockchain will do is you can host these servers across the globe, we call it as distributed. And also you can decentralize it. That means different people in the world will running that same database that you are running, so we call it as decentralized. And because it is decentralized and distributed, it becomes trustless. Okay, so I'll speak more about trustless, how going forward. So in simple terms, blockchain is a simple ledger. Ledger means you will just keep adding data. If you wanted to update it, you don't delete that particular data point, but instead you will add one more point. So whenever you are reading it, so you will get the updated value. Okay, so that is about. Also, I request people to say hi, or ask questions in the comments, so that I can see, and we can make it more interactive. Okay, so maybe in YouTube comments, you can chat there. We will be able to see that here. Maybe we can make it much more interactive, this session. So whoever able to hear this, please say if you know what is blockchain, and did you hear blockchain before? Hey Amarnath Jayanti. Hey bro, what's up? So GM. Okay, any from Triple Basara students, the rock stars? Cool. Cool. Without much delay, let's jump in a bit deeper. Okay. So what is Web 2.0 and Web 3.0? So guys, when we were in college, so when our college lecturers used to ask us what you wanted to become, when we were, I mean, that is the time RGUKT Basara started. We were the first batch, and we didn't even know much about computers. And our faculty, our HRTs used to ask us, what do you wanted to really become, after your college. So we don't know much about, we just know we wanted to be software engineers. Then they used to ask us, what do software engineers do, right? So then we know HTML, how to write HTML, and how to build a simple web application at that point in time. So this is back in 2008 and 9. uh, we were building couple of web applications, and we were using PHP, and then SQL database, and we used to build couple of things, and we were so excited. And at that point in time, we didn't have word API. I think you guys know APIs right now, I believe so. At that point in time, you don't have frameworks like React.js, AngularJS. Oh, Srini. Yeah, we don't have API kind of stuff. So there is only server side rendering. If you write HTML code, it has to render server side, and then it has to send it as an HTML to the browser. Browser doesn't have issues. So that was a web 1.0, and with the help of APIs, so it became 2.0. That means you will have mobile apps, mobile app as an interface, web app as an interface, or Telegram bat as an interface. User can give input, and this input will be given to an API, and this API will execute the business logic and store the data into databases, right? So this part we call it as Web 2.0, and with the help of Web 2.0, we have huge applications, like YouTube, and many applications that you are using are still Web 2. And now the question is, what is Web 3, right? So from a user interface side, there are no big differences for Web 2 and Web 3, but from the backend side it is much different. Okay, so the application in Web3 we call it as DApps, means decentralized application, because instead of you running your own APIs, you can use smart contracts, and with the help of smart contract you can program the money, right? So I'll give you certain examples. Let's say if you're building a game, and people will come and play that game, and you'll show certain ads there, and you'll earn some money, right? If you wanted to distribute this money to the people who played, okay, so then in traditional Web 2.0 finance it is not possible. But with the help of smart contract, what you can do is, whatever the money that you are earning can be programmed into a smart contract. All the money will be put into a smart contract, and player whoever plays or whoever wins one particular contest will be able to get that money. So this all you can program by a smart contract. So that's where entire business logic, you don't need to run your own servers. You can build a smart contract using Solidity, which is Ethereum based. I'll go deeper into that a bit. But for now, you can program your money in a simple terms. So Web3 and decentralized folks talk like, if it is not your if money is not with you, then it is not your money. That means if anyone knows wallets, probably they'll speak like, if it is not your wallet, or if money is not with you, then that is not your money. Because banks generally, you put your money into banks, and the banks will lend to someone else, and they learn on top of it. And if bank go bankruptcy, and you don't get anything. But in Web 3.0, you own your own money. Money will just sit in your wallet. Okay, so this is a basic introduction to Web 2.1 and Web 3.0. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, so what is Cosmos SDK, right? So now you know what smart contracts can do, and bit of what is programmable money. So back in 2008, so Ethereum was started. Okay, before that, I think everyone knows Bitcoin. Bitcoin was like digital gold today, and one of the biggest uh, digital asset, I would say. And with the inspiration of Bitcoin, Ethereum team started Ethereum to program any sort of like you can program it in a decentralized fashion. Programmable computer, a generalized computer, they call it as Ethereum. And now people started building application on top of it. We call it as decentralized finance application. That means what you can do is, if you have some money, you can convert that to a digital asset like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and now you can start lending it to someone. This is more decentralized, you don't need banks, so you can earn returns on top of it. So lending is a simple instrument that people built on top of Ethereum. The problem with Ethereum was this, right? So if you look at your credit card, number of people starts using credit card, and I would say 3,000, 3 lakhs transactions per second. I think they'll be able to process those many transactions per second. But when it comes to Ethereum, and it was only confined to 8 to 13 transactions per second, and which was very very less. And now people started exploring how to scale Ethereum, because people felt with the lending protocols and DeFi protocols are the future. And now there are different ecosystems came out, Solana and Polkadot. And one of the crazy ecosystem is Cosmos SDK, because everyone started building on top of Ethereum, and everyone wanted to extend Ethereum to scalable. But Cosmos came out of the box, so they wanted to build a customizable applications which is not possible on Ethereum. So, and now let's say if you build any DApp on Ethereum, that is more like you're sharing a general computer. But if you wanted your own network, if you wanted your own sovereign network, that means you run it is as equivalent as Ethereum, so then you need a different framework. So that framework is Cosmos SDK, right? So sovereign means, so this is this blockchain will be L1. That means this is the base layer, okay? And proof of stake, so proof of stake is nothing but like you don't need to solve complex mathematical puzzles to to mine a block. Instead, you can stake some money such that you will be loyal. And if something goes wrong with the blockchain system, and the you know uh, the validators will be slashed, or the people whoever putting money into the staking will be lost. And if system is really working good, the people whoever stake will get some returns, okay? So this is like simple terms. And Cosmos SDK has a modular structure. If there are tens of modules available already built in Cosmos. If you wanted to build your own blockchain network, it's super easy, right? So you need a P2P layer, and that is there. You need a staking layer, that is there. So Cosmos SDK is more of modular and interoperable. Let's say someone already built their own chain, and you build your own chain, and you want your chain to talk to other chain, right? So we call it as interoperability. And Cosmos built extraordinary interoperable solution called IBC, interblockchain communication protocol, which is the most critically acclaimed protocol we have in the entire Web3 ecosystem. And similarly, I was talking about smart contracts, right? So Ethereum, they have their own platform called Solidity to write smart contracts. Similarly, Cosmos SDK has Chasm Wasm as its own smart contract platform. So if you know a bit of Rust, maybe within couple of days you can write a smart contract and deploy it, and you can start building D apps. So this is Cosmos SDK. I'll try to keep it in a simple terms, right? So if you want to build a rich uh, front end app, so then you need React.js or AngularJS. So what exactly they are doing? They are basically a framework of JavaScript. uh, like you can use that framework to build extraordinary applications. Similarly, Cosmos SDK is a blockchain framework like React. With React, you can create rich applications, front end application. With Cosmos SDK, you can create sovereign, interoperable, proof of stake blockchains, and that simple it is. Okay, so that is bit about Cosmos SDK. Yeah, Cosmos ecosystem and interchain. So I think everyone, once they built some application on using Cosmos, we call them interchain. I mean, like, they are part of interchain, nothing but the all the chains who built using Cosmos SDK, we call them, the entire ecosystem, we call it as interchain. It's the interchangeable term for Cosmos ecosystem. I know there are a lot of projects like Omniflex, Arca Network, as built into the interchain ecosystem. And the top one are Cosmos Hub, Akash, Osmosis. Okay. Yeah, I think what is hackathon? I think you guys already know what is hackathon, because I understand you guys are having an hackathon session this Saturday. Uh, I thought you might not having hackathon sessions at college. That's why I added this slide. But otherwise, I'll take it simple. So hackathon in our college is like, you'll connect to the different people, and they might know back end, some might know a bit of designing, some might know front end. You all guys come together and come with an idea, and you try to build 24 to 48 hours, and then you get something out. So that's what hackathon is, right? So it's like coding marathon. Like, you just keep coding, food will be coming to you, you just write the code and then get the outcomes out. So this is what hackathon. The advantage of hackathon, like, you can collaborate an idea. Probably whenever you're working solo, it's very tough to figure out ideas, or it's very tough to improve the ideas. But when you talk to like-minded people, it is super easy. Like, they'll come with different perspectives, they'll come with creative solutions. you know uh, you can talk to so many different people and then learn from them and build the idea. So that is the craziest thing about hackathon. Since since most of the guys in college knows each other, it might not have so much fun to talking to each other, but when it is happening outside, it will be crazy. But still, you might ask, so what, we already know hackathons, we are doing it here, so what exactly we are going to get it here, right? Yeah, so jobs and startups, I think, entrepreneurs back in our time, we have to work in a startup, okay, to learn more about startups. And otherwise we have to work couple of years in a startup or in some company, and then we have to do it. But in this era, at least, in this time, what you guys can do is attend hackathons, talk to different people, network with them, and work on different ideas. And there are two opportunities you can get. Like, let's say, if you win the hackathon, you learn money, and then reputation that he or she is the hackathon winner. I think that is going to be so helpful to you, either to get a job or to meet new people. And the best part and the most important part, if idea is really good, you guys can get funding for that. So that's how you can start your entrepreneur journey. So back in, either you have to start working in a startup, or you have to work couple of years to start your entrepreneur journey. But now I think hackathons are the place to get a job, or start your entrepreneur journey. This is most exciting stuff. I think this is what everyone should be looking for forward. Okay. Yeah. So what is Cosmos? Uh, so I said Cosmos is like, interchain ecosystem, right? So this entire ecosystem wants to connect every year at a place, and we call it as Cosmoverse. So Cosmoverse is handled by Cosmoverse team. Head is Cryptocito, and Cosmoverse, like biggest Cosmos event, 2,000 plus participant comes, and then hundreds of builders speaks what they are really working on. And the craziest thing is, it is very near to India this time. It is in Dubai. Previously, last year, it happened in Turkey. It was so exciting. So we were there in Turkey, and we were able to meet a lot of people and learn a lot of things. So this time it is in Dubai. I'll tell you why Dubai is really best for us. Okay, going forward. So what is Hackmos? Okay. So as part of Cosmoverse event, the biggest event of Cosmos ecosystem conducts Hackmos. Hackmos is nothing but a hackathon, a global hackathon for Cosmos or other ecosystems, whoever interested in. So people generally come, and come with ideas. They'll team up, and they'll build ideas. They build products there. I said Cosmos has smart contract engine called as Chasm, right? That Chasm has been built like, one of the hackathon project. So they were building as a hackathon, and now they secured fund, and that became a mainstream project. And there are a lot of other projects, that came out of hackathons. And Hackmos is going to be one such place. And if you are coming to Hackmos, you guys will definitely meeting exciting people. You will be having extraordinary exposure. And then you, who knows, you might get a job there, or you might get a funding for your idea. So Hackmos is that big event happens for Cosmos ecosystem. Okay. So what is Bitwit? I think I want to take it, very latter instead of doing it first time. I mean, in the initial slide, because this is the journey of Cosmos, right? So Bitwit started in 2014. So we were college, passed out from 2014. So right after our college, we started Bitwit. So we started as a small, full stack company. Then in early 2017, we started exploring Ethereum, and then early 2019, so we started exploring Cosmos SDK because we felt Ethereum was not scalable, right? So since 2019, so we've been actively contributing to Cosmos SDK framework, right? And also, we are also running validators for 20 plus networks. Validator is nothing but a mining node, POS mining node for the Cosmos based networks. So Bitwit runs 20 plus validators for various networks in the Cosmos ecosystem. And Resolute app, right? So you might know how, you know, after understanding all these things, you might wanted to use blockchain, or you wanted to get into the ecosystem. And Resolute is a place for that. You can come there, you can create a wallet, and you can connect to Resolute, and you can connect to the different uh, blockchain systems, and you can start swapping your tokens, sending your tokens, and if there are any airdrops, you can start claiming that. So Resolute is like a simple interface to the number of blockchains in Cosmos. Okay. And what we do is research. So we actively figure out what should be the next interesting feature for Cosmos networks, and we work with our clients to do the research and development. And the most important thing, we are building our own app chain called Arca Network. Arca Network is a decentralized AI store and a infrastructure. For now, I don't want to disclose so much about Arca Network, because so we wanted to unveil more at Cosmoverse stage about Arca Network. So in simple terms, this is what Bitwit is. Okay. So what is Cosmos India? What is Cosmos Hyderabad, right? So Cosmos India, Cosmoverse team, every year organize Hackmos and Cosmoverse, and this time they wanted to do more DevRel events in Hyderabad. I would say in India, and they selected four cities: Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, and Pune. And now uh, so they are explicitly focusing to teach or educate or to empower the devs to understand Cosmos and build in Cosmos. And especially talking about Hyderabad, so if there are top 30 contributors to Cosmos SDK, 5 are from Hyderabad. Okay. And that is crazy, and majority of them are from Bitbit. I'm proudly say that. And Bitbit and Omniflix are one of the OGs of Cosmos ecosystem. And now we with association with Cosmoverse and Hyderabad Davo, so we will be kickstarting a lot of events going forward. Okay. So what are we going to do? Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, 3 IRL events in Hyderabad, India-wide hackathon. So as I said, Cosmos came to India as a Cosmos India. Now from Hyderabad ecosystem, Witwit, Omniflix, in association with many other partners. So we are doing 3 events, IRL events in real life events. One is coming on this Saturday, 21st, in Hyderabad, Gachibowli, and there will be 28th event in Witwit, so which will be a more of hands-on, how to code, how to write a smart contract, how to write a Cosmos module. And there will be a 5th event which will be an entry event for the national wide hackathon that happens for entire India. And we have exciting prize for that, I'll tell you. Okay, so that's what Cosmos India and especially Cosmos Hyderabad Hacker House is tuned for. So I request all of you guys to present, come and join for these 3 events and be prepared to uh, you know participate in India-wide hackathon. And if you win there, and you'll be going to Hackmos, I'll talk about it at the last stage. Yeah. So this is the like you guys can join us to Cosmos Hyderabad Twitter. You can scan and then join in our Telegram group. We will be posting a lot of updates in these 2 places, so feel free to scan and then join there to follow more updates. And this is the most important. So what do you have to do right now? you know you guys have to register for 21st event that is happening in Gachibowli. So we will be doing an introductory session where we will introduce what exactly Cosmos, how exactly it works. I know I didn't give you so much details about what is Web3, what is smart contract, what is decentralization. If you are really interested, if you really wanted to know and deep dive into that stuff, this is the place. You can start learning that stuff. And on 28th, you can code certain part of what you learn. And fifth again, that will be a more of introduction to hack India wide hackathon. And from there you can go to Hackmos. So this is the link or QR code to join 21st event. Okay, so feel free to join this, and this is what most important. Okay, thank you so much. This is about Witwit. Okay, so now you guys can ask, come on, Murthy, why we should do this much effort? Because we live around 150 to 200 kilometers apart from Hyderabad. Why we should travel to Hyderabad and attend these three events? As I said, right? So hackathons are the first step of your entrepreneur journey, or it could be a direct opportunity for your job as well, right? So apart from that, the interesting thing is Cosmos India came to Hyderabad, and now they are conducting India wide hackathons. And that hackathon winners will be sponsored free tickets to Dubai Cosmos event coming in next month. And you guys can participate in Hackmos. And if you win there, I think you'll have a lot of exciting prize, or if your idea can get funded, or you might get a job. So whoever wins in India wide hackathon have prize money of 100K dollars. I think that is the most exciting thing. You guys will be having um, free tickets and free accommodation to Cosmos India. So that is why I request all of you guys to attend these three events, such that you come and learn about Cosmos, come with different ideas, and present that in Cosmos. I mean, hackathon, which happens in India, right? So I might ask you to directly appear for Cosmos hackathon in India, but you guys have to learn so much stuff, right? This might be first time where you might be listening to Cosmos SDK, Chasm Wasm, and all this might be a new stuff for you. That's the reason, along with Omniflix, so Witwit and Omniflix uh, planned three events. One event is to introduce what is Cosmos a bit deeper, and the next one is more of coding, how to write smart contract code, how to build a Cosmos module, and the next one is more like you getting prepared for India wide hackathon. So that's the reason I request all of you guys to join these events. Maybe some, if you feel this is very short time that I'm noticing about 21st event, you guys can listen that in streaming by Omniflix, and at least you can come for 28th and then 5th events, because you can learn a bit from streaming on the 21st event. But if you come and implement, that will give you a lot of confidence. Yeah, that's all, guys. Thank you so much. So I'll take few questions if anyone has. Yeah, Chetan, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. If you have any questions for Murthy right now, this is the time you can comment it on your comments in the comment box, and we would take some questions right now. So go ahead, write down your questions, and we will take your questions live. If anyone has any questions. If not, I will hand over the stage back to Murthy for any closing thoughts before we end the stream. And looking forward to see you all in the IRL events, in the launch event on the 21st at Draper Startup House in Gachibowli, and learn more about blockchains, smart contracts, participate in the Hackmos, and win the cash prize. You'd also get, as Murthy rightly mentioned, you'd also get your free tickets to Dubai, including accommodation to the Hackmos. So if you have any questions, go ahead right now and we will take your questions.
Yes.
I don't see any questions coming in. Murthy, would you
Cool.
like to
Yeah.
give any closing thoughts?
Yes. So, guys, if you have any questions, so please join us. Cosmos Hyderabad Hacker House group, Telegram or Twitter. You guys can reach out there, or maybe you can follow us with Twitter, Omniflix, and reach out to us. We will be happy to assist you with any sort of things. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you guys will be joining us and be part of Cosmos journey.
Thank you, Murthy, for joining us today, and thank you everyone for joining us. Before we leave, let's play the promo once again, which will give you a brief idea about what you would be looking at the Hackmos and with the hackathon events happening here in India. I think we have received a couple of questions. Murthy, if you want to take it, please go ahead.
Hello, is there any chance where there is an option for us to contact with directly regarding startup community in RGUKT Basara? Yes, I think you guys can reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn or Twitter. We can directly speak there. Otherwise, I'll be talking to your e-cell very soon. So maybe, you can get contact there. Yeah.
All right, I
If
think, yeah.
anyone can email me at murthy@witwit.com. Maybe I think that's the best way.
Yeah, I think that's what were the questions. Murthy, thank you so much for your time, and thank you everyone for joining us today. We'll see you again at our launch event at 21st at Gachibowli in Draper Startup House. Sleep tight. Don't let the mosquito bite. Good night. Bye bye.
Super excited. Thank you, Chetan.
Thank you.